$1 million taken out in this one accident toward the end of stage 2 there. Number one, we're thankful everybody was okay, because that's about as scary as it gets. But let's talk now about where everything went wrong as we go next level. And we're going to start off watching Kyle Busch come off of turn 4. Daniel, he's in the race lead here.
Yeah, I mean, let me tell you first of all that Kyle, he was very lucky that he had the flat tire right there at that point, not to wreck himself. But you can see here the flames on the exhaust. This means that he already knows he has an issue, and he's getting out of the gas. Obviously, that flames, that's fuel, fuel that the engine is not burning. So at that point, he already knows that something is not right.
Yeah, and this happened essentially 4 laps after restart. And he knows right there he is in trouble. And you can see Austin Cindric in the 2, how he went to the low side. And there is Ross Chastain as he comes up to the 18 car running 191 miles per hour down the front straightaway there at Texas.
So he's going 191. And then you start to think about the closing speed on Kyle Busch and the decision he has to make. Do I go low? Do I go high? You really have no time to make this decision, Daniel.
Those kind of things happen so quick. I mean, Larry and I were just talking a little bit ago about the spotter, giving you that information. I mean, it happens in half a second, and you have to be able to make those decisions quick. And Ross decided to go low. At that point, Kyle was kind of like in the middle. He wasn't high, he wasn't low, so it could have worked either way, and unfortunately for us, it just didn't work out.
And then look at that, 60 miles per hour differential for Kyle Busch at 126 and Ross Chastain impact 185. That's quite the speed differential.
We saw Austin Cindric get through this thing, and then, Daniel, here you are going to the outside. It was close for you, too.
It was close. My first reaction after seeing Ross's car, the bottom of Ross's car, was, hey, I hope he's okay. It was a big impact and a scary impact. And I just wanted to make sure that he was fine, because when you fly that fast into the air at 150 miles per hour, you can flip, extremely quick. So, it was important that he was safe, and everything after that, I'm sure that it was going to be fine.
You see Chase Elliott here, and you heard him say it in the soundbite, Larry. He might have been able to go a little bit higher on the racetrack to avoid getting collected in this accident.
But again, I'm not a driver, Daniel is, but you're running these kinds of speeds, 180, 190 miles per hour. You have about a half of a second to either make the right decision or the wrong decision. And, it just ended up not being a good decision.
Well, and then you look at the impact and the speed when Ross hits the wall at 125 miles per hour. That's unbelievable. And as you go on board with Chastain here, you will watch the miles per hour, and you can see the impact from inside the car, Daniel.
You can see the impact, and you can see his eyes, how he's paying attention, and how his eyes actually get bigger at the moment of the impact, and how the car is completely off the ground. And, unfortunately, he was fine after the impact. And actually, believe it or not, the 9 car helped Ross not to hit the wall so hard, because if it wasn't for the 9, he was going to hit the wall way harder and way faster.
This changed the game in the All-Star race, because I think we can all agree the 1 of Ross Chastain, the 18 of Kyle Busch, probably the cars to beat in this race before they were collected in this accident. And again, we're all so really glad that these guys were able to walk away, and they were just fine after being involved in that crash. Now we look at the drivers, and Daniel, you're on this list that advanced out of the open and made their way into the big event to run for the $1 million. How did it feel to go out there knowing I got to get this done, and then you delivered in the Open?
The Open is one of the most stressful races of the year. And I thought it was only for the drivers, but then after the Open, I realized that it was for my girlfriend, Julia, for my team, crew chief, everyone, because that's the